Ai, c... Ah, és tu. Bom dia. Já parou de chover? Incrível. Já tentei pôr isto a nevar, mas... não fica como eu quero. Ah, que se lixe. Agora vai assim. Vamos pôr as coisas direitas para começar o vídeo. Merry Christmas everyone! In this video, I decided to learn music for the first time and try to make an album by the end of the video, so that you at home can listen to in SoundCloud. And before you ask, no, these aren't Christmas songs, we already have plenty of those. And also before you go wondering if I'm giving up on making games for a career in SoundCloud, the answer is no. Of course not, I'm not skilled enough for that shit. I'm learning to make music so I can create a good soundtrack for my dream game Abyss Force. If you don't know what that is, I have a video dedicated to the game. You can check it out in the description of the video, or you can click the thing on the screen. Anyways, let's get into the video. Just as a quick side tangent before this part, I have been learning how to make music for a while now, for about 2 months, and it was a real pain just to make something listenable, and because it would take 5+ minutes just to talk about that topic, I'm gonna skip the part where I learned how to make music and instead focus on the album, or EP to be more accurate. If you would like to hear about my music journey, then let me know in the comments below. Anyways, now let's get back into the main topic. So, making an EP is kinda hard, since I need to follow some rules, but before even starting, what's even the difference between an album and an EP? Well, this was a question that I had when I was making this video, since the word album and EP is thrown around so often. So to not waste much time, an album is basically a playlist that usually takes longer than an EP. And APs are usually shorter. There are some regulations to distinguish an album from an EP, but it differs from platform to platform, so I'm not gonna dive into that. Well, with that in mind, I decided to make an EP, since I don't want to make something long. I want to make something cool that you can listen to in about 30 minutes max. And with that, I decided that now I need to actually make a theme and make the rules of the album. This was a really easy choice for me, since when I was learning music, I learned more in the instrumental, cinematic and ambient side of music, and with me having a lot of inspiration of the album Cahiers de Musique, made by Umitaro Abe, it was a quick and easy choice to make. Also, I'm sorry if I butchered the name. Anyways, so the EP will be an instrumental / ambient side of EP, where I would try to recreate what Umitaro did in that album, which was making a non-written story. This would prove harder than expected, but I really wanted to try to make it. But now, I also need to make the rules of the EP. These rules will be what makes the songs from the EP feel connected. I thought long and hard on how to do it until I reached these 2 simple rules. The first one is always use some kind of rain background in every music, and the second one is to always use one instrument to represent the main character. You might be wondering why a rain background? Well, because I already made a cover of It's Raining Somewhere Else from Undertale, and because I want to put it in the EP, I would need to make the EP around that song. And yeah, with all that said, the only thing remaining was to create the name for the EP. And after some time, I settled on Made in the Rain, a reference to a great song made by Queen, Made in Heaven. This track in a scale of hardness to make, I would put it in 3rd place maybe, because this was where I understood that to make this EP have an actual story, I would need to make one myself. But there was a problem that I quickly understood. The story that I would write would just be one of gazillions of interpretations that the album could have, and technically speaking, all of them would be right, since there was no written story, only an implied one that the listener could just ignore or interpret differently. This fact made me a bit sad, I don't wanna lie, and also created a bit of conflict, since at the time I thought, if no one is gonna know what was my original story, then why even bother making one? But as I was making this first track, I understood that with no story written, I would have no direction on the tracks. And with no direction, the story wouldn't make any sense. And so I gave in, and wrote the story that no one would ever know. And before you ask, no, I'm not gonna reveal it. It's more fun if you try to understand it yourself. But yeah, with that, I finished the first song.
Hello guys, welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play.
So, we're here with...
SimonStache.
Thank you. Today, just so you guys know, I'm recording this after I have the album made. So you're just hearing this one by one. And yeah, let's start with the first one, which is Hope It Goes Away Soon. What do you think this is gonna be?
That's a really interesting name, actually. So I think this is going to probably be about a person who is being followed by someone.
Followed?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know your theme yet. Let's see.
Remember that the album is made in the rain, so it might have something to do with rain or whatever. It's up to you to decide.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, let us start. So what do you think?
Yo,
What
that's
do you think?
really nice. That was really nice. Okay, so I noted down some things I wanted to say. Let me see. Well, the song itself is kind of basic. Let's start off that way. The piano is calm and nice, but the lyrics themselves, not the lyric, you know what I mean, the notes,
Yeah.
they're kind of basic. But that said, the tone and the moodiness of it is really cool. I really appreciate that part. So what I imagine this story to be, is a person walking alone at night, and he or she is walking alone, and they are hoping that the rain goes away. That's why the name of the song is Hope It Goes Away Soon. I don't know.
It's a good guess. It's a good guess after all. The name. You don't have much to do work with right now, so
Yeah, that's true.
that's a good assumption.
So, in terms of the ranking, can I rank the song?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would probably put this right in the middle, so around the C tier. For now, that's where I put it. Can I change the tiers later if I want to?
Yeah. Sure.
Nice. So for now, it's a C.
This track is supposed to be the transition track into the next one, so I used as inspiration the second track of the album, Kahir de Musique, because I wanted to make some experiments with the violin and velo in this track. Why these two? Well, because one is a melody and the other is the counter melody. If you don't know what a counter melody is, it's basically a secondary independent melody played at the same time as a more prominent melody, the main melody. And so I decided to just play with the sounds and let the rain be the real star of this song. So let's go to the next one. The next one is Rain, Rain, Go Away. Ready?
Oh, damn.
This
Yeah.
is more of a transition song to the next one, so it might be a bit more simple than the other one. I'll let you judge.
Very moody.
Yeah. So what do you think?
Well, this is interesting because since we were doing this in order and you were saying this is a transition song, I don't know how the next song will be, but this one has a really nice violins, and I like the. It almost seems like a sad song. I don't know if that's what you're going for,
I don't know.
but yeah, it sounds sad to me. Like someone, I don't know. It's like I imagine someone walking in the rain, and they were robbed or they got kidnapped. I don't know. It sounds really bad. Bad in the sense that the person itself is feeling sad, and I really like the eeriness of the violins. So that's going to push it up a bit towards probably a B tier.
Ooh.
I don't know. I kind of prefer it. I prefer it over the piano. I don't know if that's weird or not.
No. Everyone has their choices.
Yeah.
This song was kinda hard to do. I would put it in 4th place as the hardest song I made for this album. The hardest part was making the piano, because I don't know anything about piano or any instrument at all, so it was a challenge to make something good to listen to. A lot of people said that learning music theory would help me, but after learning just the basics I would disagree. I learned to compose music from remaking already established songs like It's Raining Somewhere Else, but not from copying the music sheets, but by listening to the song and just trying to copy by hearing it. It's hard, but it gave me a lot of information, and it was a great learning experience. But there are some advantages to learning music theory, but it's hard and it still needs a lot of practice to pull it off. So I would just recommend you start by copying songs in YouTube tutorials, then copying already established songs like I did. Let's go for the next one. The next one it was my top favorite. It's called The Rain Won't Stop. So, what do you think?
All right. It's interesting for you to say that was your favorite.
That was my favorite.
Well, it's tough to rank this one, to be honest, because I think the piano is better than the first one. The chords are much nicer, and one thing I noticed is as well as the rain sound effects. You also added the thunder in the background.
Yeah.
And that's a really cool sound. I don't know. I thought it was very satisfying to hear the thunder. That adds a lot to the hearing experience. So I'll probably rank it in the same tier as Rain Rain Go Away for now.
Interesting.
Because I can't decide which one of those two is better.
By the way, Simon, you want to say to the audience a bit about your piano experience, because I heard you played piano before.
Yeah, it's nice of you to remember. Actually, I played the piano for around I don't know, like 5 or 6 years of my life. I had a lot of piano lessons, but I kind of grew tired of it. I always played the same songs, and yeah, it started to be tiresome.
Don't you tell me you played these songs. Wait, let me get them. Let me see. Did you play this song?
Exactly, like that kind of songs. Yes, the classics.
Damn. This.
Yeah.
I kind of listened to it, non-ironically. It's a really good song.
No, it's still beautiful. Don't get me wrong, but if you do that for a lot of time, you'll get tired of it. Trust me. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it. So guys, you can trust the opinion of a retired musician, and more importantly, a piano musician, so he knows what he's talking about. We reached the song that started it all. As I said, this is a song that I recreated from Undertale under the same name. This song was made not because of the album, but because of something funny that happened to me while posting my last video. While posting that video, specifically when the video was rendering to YouTube servers, the video got flagged with copyright of that same song. And, not gonna lie, I got really frustrated because the song was a really good fit for that moment. So instead of getting another song, I just remade the song in my own way. Making the song wasn't hard, what was finding the instruments to use and reuse them in the recreation. I ended up using ChatGPT and learned that the song used shallow phone. Quite an interesting pick, honestly. So I just downloaded the damn plugin and got to work. You're prepared for the next one. You already heard it. You want to hear it again?
Yes, I just want a reminder so that I can rank it better.
So what do you think?
A tier.
Right away. Just right away.
Yes, I'm that confident. Yeah, but let me explain. Let me explain. First of all, fuck YouTube for copyrighting this song. They should fuck themselves. This is a really good song, and I'm kind of biased because I really like Undertale and the soundtrack. So you show me an Undertale song, and that's instantly like a 9 out of 10 for me, at the very least. So yeah, this is like your best song so far. I didn't. No, it's. I'm being honest. I'm fully being honest. Yeah, I really like it. I don't know how else to put it. It's a really nice song, and it sounds like your magnum opus so far. I don't know. Maybe there's a song better later in the album. So let's see.
My best song so far is a Steel song. Holy f***. Guys, I've fallen off.
That says a lot.
By the way, you're already in the middle of the track. There is literally 8 tracks in total, and it's already in the middle. what do you think the story is so far?
Well, so far, I think it's about a person walking down the street or maybe inside a forest at night and during the rain. So you see the person, you hear the person walking around, there's rain and thunder, and he or she, I don't know, I imagine a woman, I don't know why, I imagine a woman walking in the rain.
Woman.
She is feeling a bit odd, maybe a bit like thinking, having some weird thoughts in her mind about the rain, that it won't stop. Maybe she's a bit depressive. I don't know. It's really interesting. Like I want to explore this world a bit more until I say something else.
This track was, well, an experimental one. The objective was to make this song feel distant, like someone is playing very, very far away. To achieve that feel, I needed a specific type of sound, but thanks to the plugin that I was already using, I already had that preset. It made the track so much faster to make, because if I had to go search it on the internet, I would probably go insane, which isn't ideal. But the track itself wasn't a problem at all. This was supposed to be another transition track, so I didn't need to go crazy on it. Wait, now that I'm reflecting on this, it made me realize that I grew a lot making this EP. Since the older me would have said that it was hard, but when making it, I felt like I knew what I was doing, which is a good thing. It means that I'm finally learning something. The next song is the Windows Fogged Over. By the way, just before you start, this is another transition song.
Okay.
So this is more simple than the others. This is just transition. But because you put a song that was transition in B tier, I'm confident. So what do you think?
Well, first of all, let me start with the story of this song, because that's what is stood out. The song is named The Windows Fogged Over, so I'm pretty sure that this person probably is walking by a house, is walking past a house, you know, with the windows fogged because of the rain. Or maybe she finally reached her home and she's getting home and entering, and she sees the windows being fogged. And I don't know, I think this one is probably a B tier for me. Because I like the melody of the piano specifically, and I know this is a transition song. I don't know why I like transition songs. To me, I don't care. But this one stood out for me.
I'm still confused why you like the transition song so much.
I don't know. It's a good transition. What do you want me to say?
All right. Oh yeah, this song was a real fucking pain. For this song I needed to make something chaotic, energetic, something to break the cycle of the simple songs. Making this song was hard, like real hard. This reaches a top 2 in difficulty, because the piano is insane, and I can't really describe it without showing the song, so you just gotta give it a listen. I'll admit that this song has a lot of inspiration from a band that I personally love, called 2U, a Japanese band, that now disbanded because of stuff. You can look them up if you want to, but the point here is that I got a lot of inspiration from them, to the point that we can say that it's kinda similar to one of their songs. So after making it, I started to debate on if I should include this song on the AP, and I came to the conclusion that I do not care. Like, I'm not gonna make money on this, it's gonna be a copyright-free song, and it's not that similar as I think it is. So yeah, it's here, and if I ever become famous and I get cancelled because of this, I'll remove this song from it and apologize. But till then, I'm keeping it. So, the sixth song is When the Thunder Hits. Prepare your ears, this is a strong one.
I'm excited.
So, what do you think?
Well, first of all, let me say this is probably the worst ranking of your songs that anybody will ever do.
What?
I have like the most hot takes that anyone could ask for.
No way. My
Okay.
favorite one so far.
No. I didn't say I didn't like it. First of all, this is the strongest one in terms of the melody. Like it's pretty clear that you went heavy with this one. Like heavy. it's almost like an angry melody.
Yeah.
They're hitting the piano keys and they're making the chords very angrily,
Yeah.
and
The thunder
that's
doesn't-
quite
The thunder doesn't hit gently.
exactly that's quite an interesting take. So the thunder is hitting a lot, but I would imagine it in a different way. So like since the previous song was about the windows, I imagine that she just got home. And hear me out on this. She probably got home and he went to it, and we see her dad waiting for her inside, and they start to argue. And so her dad probably takes out the belt and starts chasing her to her. This is what I imagined. Like the first second I heard that heavy chord, I was like, yeah, this is a dad beating her. Like for sure, bro. For sure, he's chasing her like a cartoon dog, bro. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know if this is what you wanted me to say, but it's just what I imagined, bro.
Fuck, I did it. I wasn't prepared for that
So this I want you to get this out of your head. Don't imagine this, guys. This is really bad. I'm just joking around, you know.
Just so you know, I'm editing all these parts. I'm making the cutscenes that you're describing in Real Engine.
Oh no!
So I made a dad drunk, a fat bastard, whipping it all on a.
Let's go! Let's go!
Hope you're happy with that.
This is going to be a nice tier video. Nice. Okay, so the ranking itself, I would put it in A tier. I still like the song.
Nice. At least it wins the A tier.
Yeah, it's an A tier song. It's nice.
Thank you. Well, this is another transition song, made for the sole intent to break the intensity of the last song, and give breathing room for the listener. There isn't much to discuss here, since this sound can be compared to the fifth track, The Windows Fogged Over, because of the piano, but I decided to add some bells to make it unique from that song. For the next one, this next one is also a transition one, After the Thunder. So, what do you think?
Well, to be honest with you, this is the first transition song that I'll probably put it a bit below. So the other two I put it in B tier. I would place this one probably in between a D or a C. I'm leaning in towards C, so put it in a C tier. And the story for this, I'm imagining this like, so she just ran away from her dad, and now she's finally free, and she starts just enjoying the rain. So this is after the thunder, like the name suggests, and it's after the most intense thing that happened. And I quite like the breathing part in the beginning. You can hear breathing, I think.
Yeah.
And the bells are also quite strong, but I wouldn't say they sound like amazing. I would probably wake up listening to this like this is an alarm. This will probably be my next alarm. The bells would wake me up for sure. But yeah, it's a C tier.
Very nice. So, final song. We are in the final song position. Do you want to change anything in this tier list?
Okay. I've already decided.
So,
this one I would keep it in B, but I would put Rain Rain Go Away in A tier.
A tier.
Yes. I'm moving things up. Trust me. I'm cooking here. I'm cooking. Let's do this. In C tier. Yeah. Okay. I'm happy with this.
Finally, the final and most difficult track I made for this album. I wanted this song to be like one of those last tracks in the album Cahir de Musique, the track Raperages. I don't know. If you give it a listen, you'll see how lively this track is, how colorful it is. It's a real beauty, the harmony of this track, how all the instruments work together to create such a beautiful song. When I heard it for the first time, even a small tear dropped my eye. Did I need to include this? Holy shit. But it's hard to achieve this level of music production. but still, I just gave it my all and tried to make this track as best as I could. In the beginning I had a melody, quite good, but the problem was that it didn't fit the molds that I had created for this music. But I still liked it, so the first few seconds of the song are that melody that I liked. But the rest, oh, let me just say that they were so hard to do. Like, I had to compose the song for both the piano and violin, and then make the counter melodies to each one, which were the cello and the xylophone. Yep, that's right, I love the mix between the piano and xylophone so much that I decided to use it here. Let me say that with and without is like night and day. Here's a short part just for comparison. By the way, spoilers for the track. Yeah, leave your opinion in the comments of the video. So let us hear Made in the Rain. My favorite song of all time, by the way. This was supposed to be the whole song. The whole song was supposed to be all of this, just this, and then I would put another one. What do you think of this part?
Well, only this part. This is probably like a B or a C. This is not that special, I guess.
Yeah, you see that. That's why I said, yeah, this is not that special, and because the album is already over. Let me go a bit over the top like I did in When the Thunder Hits. So, let me continue. So, what do you think?
The heck, man? What is this song? This is epic. No, I wasn't expecting this. This is easily an S tier for me. Put it in S.
Damn.
Like the beginning was quite slow, and I was thinking like, wait, this is the whole song? What the hell? This is nothing. This is not, the final song of the album. It doesn't sound like it. But then you go to the melody and the chords, and it's really epic. And it's an amazing song actually. I think the chords are surprisingly well done in this. I don't know what instrument used. Is it like a xylophone?
It's a combination between the piano that you listened for all this time, but with a xylophone.
Yeah, it's a really nice combo. I never heard something quite like it. So I like that combination, and it's an excellent conclusion to the album. Like it's easily the best. You end up with the best song.
So in the end, what's your conclusion to the story? What do you think this makes up to the story?
Well, that part is open to interpretation. I think this song is quite. It ends on an happy note. I don't know, man. It's interesting to think about, because I was imagining the conclusion to be quite calm, like the first 30 seconds. But then you switch to a pretty intense ending, and I don't quite know what a person would be doing during this. I would say she's probably feeling glad that she got home and that the thunder is finally starting to go away, the rain is stopping, and it's like an optimistic feeling, like you finally see the light at the end of the rain, you know?
Alright. That was a good interpretation.
That's kind of the feeling I get.
So, at the end of this whole song, do you want to change anything in this tier list?
No, I think I'm happy with this. This is probably the only way I will rank your songs.
Thank you. So, let's just review the whole story again.
Please don't kill me for this.
So, let me just see if I got the story right. Alright, so when she's walking down the forest, it starts to rain, and then I don't know, she gets home, gets beaten up by her father, and then goes upstairs, smokes marijuana, gets happy.
Exactly. That's literally the only way this meaning is. I mean, I don't know if it fits. I don't know if that's what you're going for, but I would listen to this and I would imagine exactly this story.
It's a valid interpretation, okay? I'm not gonna lie. It's open to interpretations after all. So yeah, thank you, Simon, for appearing in the video. I'm sure you've been really busy. You've been really busy with your game, the turtle game. By the way, guys, check out my boy's YouTube channel. He's making a game about turtles, and Saving the Ocean.
Yeah, go give it a look. Thanks.
And also, Wishlist Loss. I've played it. It's a 0 out of 10. I'm sorry. It's a 10 out of 10, guys. I really love the game. And I'm not being paid to say it.
Oh, of course not. We wouldn't do that.
By the way, I'm waiting by my PayPal. I'm waiting for $30.
Oh, yeah. I'll send it.
The $30 was promised to me 3,000 years ago.
It'll come.
And yeah, guys, let's. I'm gonna pass it now to my edit version. See you. And yeah, this is all that I can offer you this Christmas. I hope you enjoyed the AP that I have done for this video. You can find the album in my SoundCloud page and on YouTube on my secondary channel, Devoid27 Music. All links in the description. And yeah, I have been Void, and I'll see you next time!